Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and this time we will check fresh release from Azur, which is also a company which is named Special Hobby, let's say. And here, as you can see, it's 1/32 scale aircraft which copies IAR-80A, its famous Romanian fighter aircraft. And now we have a chance to replicate it in this big scale. So as you can see, package is quite typical. Here we have beautiful box art on the front, and here you can see comparison with my hand. So it's not that big box for a 32nd scale kit. On the side we have some information about the kit. It's limited edition kit, and here we have some safety advices in several languages. Now let's open it. It's a top opening box and it's a bit of tight fitment, so just give me a second. And here is what we have inside. So assembly manual is on the top. All plastic sprues, resin parts and decals are packed together. So we'll start with assembly manual because it's on the top, of course. Here you can see two history notes, one in French and one in English. Then there is a parts map. And then assembly process starts with cockpit. It continues with wings and fuselage, engine. Then we assemble the frontal cowling, rear section, propeller, landing gear, and here you can see the first marking option, which is actually depicted on the box art. Then there is a second one, third one, and the fourth one. Here you can see some resin additions, but note that for IAR we have only several types of wheels. We will check them separately. Here we have gyro gun sight, Yak-3 radio station, and also engine for the Tempest Hawker. But of course those three can be used with IAR. And on the back side you can see some other kits in 1/72 scale, surprisingly, but from Azur company. So if you would like to assemble something else, you will have something to choose out of from. And here you can see plastic bag with all parts inside. So just give me a second to remove them, and we will check them closer. First I would like to show you resin parts, because there are not that many of those. Still they're interesting because they will copy exhaust tubes and some of the cockpit elements. So as you can see here we have minor elements for internal detailing, and then we have exhausts which are molded as one-piece parts. They look quite nice, and you can even paint them right on this resin base and then just install them on your model. And here is the air intake, which is molded as one-piece part. Of course professionals would like to have these parts, these sections hollow, but we have what we have, and steel resin is more detailed than plastic. I mean, it's more precise or accurate in detailing. Next we have transparent parts. These are minor ones. They will have to be used for the cockpit, I guess. Here you can see them. And those two will be used for the target site, of course. And again, some masking will be required even for those tiny parts, because otherwise paint finish might not be that good looking. Then we have separately printed decal sheet, which is packed together with PE thread. PE thread arrived slightly bent because it is packed together with plastic parts. Here you can see this PE thread, it is unpainted, and here we have parts for the seat belt and some cockpit elements. Next we have decal sheet, as I said. Here it is. It is printed by Aviprint. Printing quality is quite nice, and we have decals for the cockpit as well. So at least something will be in the cockpit, because as you saw, PE features only seat belts and nothing for the dashboard. For canopy we have separate plastic bag and separate sprue. Here it is. As you can see, it will be assembled out of two parts, so you can replicate open canopy as well. And molding quality is quite nice. The only thing you'll need here is mask sheet, because masks are not included into this kit. And I see that my part arrived to me slightly damaged. Here you can see on the corner small hole, maybe because of the tight packaging. Here you can see the first gray plastic sprue. We have propeller hub, some landing gear covers, everything molded nicely, but propeller hub might require careful separation because otherwise you might damage external surface. Next we have slightly bigger sprue. Here it is. Here we have fuselage halves, again propeller parts and frontal cowling section parts. Note that cowling should be assembled out of 3 sections, and inside we don't have any position elements as far as you can see, so we will have to be careful while gluing all those halves together. Next we have this gray plastic sprue. Here we have tail wings, elevators, separate ailerons. Everything looks nice, and here inside, as you can see, again we don't have any position elements, so be careful while trying to connect them together. All minor elements for the cockpit and for some external items can be found here. As you can see, some minor elements are molded in really nice quality. There is no flash or any other possible molding damage, so it looks quite nice. Next we have separate sprue with engine parts. I'm just a bit surprised because, for example, here you can see that sprue a bit broken. Engine parts look nice, and all this detailing comes without usage of resin. As you saw, resin will be handy only for exhausts, and that's quite a nice result. And as I said before, for wheels you can buy separate resin set, which will be more detailed, and it is molded as a one-piece part. And here you can see last gray plastic sprue. Here we have wing parts. Note that bottom wing half is molded together with wheel wells. We have also separate flaps and ailerons, and here you can see top halves. And inside there are no position pins in any spot, so be careful while aligning those huge parts together, because otherwise you might get gaps. And here you can see external detailing closer. So we have recessed panel lines riveting in place, and that should look quite fine for the 32nd scale. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, don't forget to leave your opinion here in the comment section below, and if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!